Hello everyone, Hannah here. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how I refresh my hair in between wash days. So today is day 4 hair, and it's been in a pineapple all last night, all yesterday and all the night before. So we're about to experience what this day 4 hair is going to look like together. So I'm going to take it out. Okay, this is what we are working with. One thing that I will say is when you take your hair out of its pineapple in the morning, leave it to settle for a while because it always looks crazy when you first take it out. If you leave it just to rest for a bit, your curls will normally find their place and it'll be okay. But today, because my hair has been up for literally 2 days in a row, I'm gonna need a little bit more than just letting it settle. It's very flat on top, a little bit matted. Let's show you the back as well. My in the shower refresh is something that I do pretty much every day. So this is just really quick. Literally take your hair out of the pineapple at the end of the shower and just glaze some water over it. That technique I'll usually do every day, and sometimes that is enough. So day 2 I'll do that in the morning in my shower, and then I'll let it air dry while I'm doing my makeup, and then I'll assess whether or not I need to further refresh my hair. But because today is day 4 and I know for a fact it needs refreshing, I'm gonna go ahead and do a few more steps. So I've clipped my hair up just because I hate having wet hair in my face. So I'm gonna take that out. I'm just gonna take some of the Naughty Intensive Care leave-in conditioner. I'm gonna take small amount, just a bit bigger than a pea size. I'm going to add a little bit of water to that in my hand with this Flairosol bottle. Mix it together in my hand. Whoop, went down my arm. Flip my head forward. I'm just lightly glazing it over my hair. I know some people do sort of like a praying hand motion where they put their hands together and pull it down the hair, but I just cannot do that because it pulls my curls out. I want to enhance definition and that would just make me lose it. So I'm just lightly glazing it just to smooth the frizz, put a little bit of moisture back into my hair, very lightly scrunching that in at the ends. Okay, smooth a little bit over the top. Okay, so that is step 2, moisturise. Now the ends of my hair are moisturised, and I've added some more moisture in with the leave-in conditioner. I literally only added a small amount of that because I already have product left in my hair from wash day, so I don't want to have product overload. So I'm going to use my spray bottle and just slightly wet this top section because this section didn't actually get wet in the shower, and this is where it's quite flat. So I'm just going to wet this section down. I'm just very gently taking my hair in my hands. So now I'm going to go in with some gel. I'm going to use the Bounce Curl Light Cream Gel. I really like this gel, especially for refreshes. So I'm taking about this much. Add some water in my hands with it just to emulsify it. I'm going to flip my head upside down, do the same thing that I did with the cream. Just scrunching to encourage my curls to come back into place. going to take a little bit more gel and water. I'm going to gently smooth it over. My head. Okay, so I still have a little bit of frizz on my canopy. I've got some excess product still in my hands. I can still feel it's quite sticky, so I'm just gonna wet my hands again. I don't want to add too much product to the top of my hair because it will weigh down and make it greasy. So I'm just mixing water in my hands. I'm gonna just gently actually gonna go in with this because it's gonna be easier. My hair is a little bit damp now, virgin on wet, so I'm going to diffuse it dry and then I'm going to come back once it's diffused and just double check. It might be fine, I might be happy to go on with it, or there might be a couple of pieces that I want to spot refresh, and I'll show you how that's done. I'll be back once it's dry. I have diffused my hair, it's now fully dry, I think. I'm always worried that it's not fully dry because you shouldn't really touch your hair when it's damp because it can create excess frizz. Anyway, you can see that I've got some halo frizz, but to be honest, that is completely normal when you're doing a hair refresh. Your hair gets frizzier as the days go by, and I really don't mind having a little bit of frizz on my refresh days. It's functional frizz and it gives me more volume. So my hair has dried hard and crunchy in some places, and that is because the gel that I put in my hair on wash day has been reactivated along with the gel that I've just put on my hair now. So I'm going to scrunch this out. Okay, so my hair is now fluffed out, and to be honest, it's not too bad. There's a few pieces that I want to further refresh, like this bit that it seems to be matted together at the back. I can't separate it. I want this to go over this side, but it's got other ideas. So if I wet it and re-scrunch it, then that will solve that problem. And there's a few pieces on this side as well that I want to re-curl. But for the most part, it's not looking too bad. Would you agree? I've got my water bottle, I've got my gel, and I've got this crazy piece of hair that doesn't know where it wants to go. So let me just position myself so I can see the mirror and my hair and you can see me. Right, I'm going to take this piece of hair and I'm just going to wet it. Gently finger detangle it. It is a bit tangled though, so have to be gentle. Okay, so this is wet and very straight, so I'm going to take a little tiny weeny piece of gel, mix it together in my hands, and I'm going to finger coil it. Okay, so that's one. Another piece that I want to do is this section. Just because my top sections are a little bit flat, I'm just going to wet this bit down here because it wants to come with it. But I don't want it to. See, if you just do the top sections and redefine them, then no one's going to know what the underneath is looking like. So. Bit of gel, smooth the gel over, I'm gonna rake it through so it's covering. I'm gonna shake it just to help it kind of, you see how it's kind of finding its curl pattern? Actually, I'm gonna make this one a bit wetter. You don't have to do this every day. I definitely don't. I usually just do steps 1, 2 and 3. This is just if you've got some pieces that just aren't doing what you want. Go. And where else? I'm gonna do this section here. I love this spray bottle so much. I used to have one that just sprayed like a harsh, like shh, but this one is like a continuous. I don't know if you saw that, but I love it. So good for refreshing because it doesn't create frizz and it's not harsh on your hair. I've got a knot. But because I've got product in my hair already, I've got the leave-in conditioner and I've got my products from Wash Day, it's a lot easier to detangle than if I didn't have any product in. Take a bit more gel. Actually, I've had better luck when they've been a lot wetter, the sections of hair. So the first one I didn't add as much water as I have the last couple, and I'm finding they're curling a lot better. Okay, so I could go on all day and do this, but it's meant to just be a quick refresh. I'm just showing you literally how you do it. The next step for me then would be I would diffuse these pieces and scrunch out the crunch, and then I'll be done. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm gonna show you what my hair looks like when it is finished. My hair is dry, I'm gonna fluff it out. I'm gonna flip it upside down. Shaking it at the roots really helps. My parting was a bit weird, so shaking it at the roots has helped it to sort of find its place again. I'm gonna give it a little fluff at the roots with my scalp massager, just to really help separate any curls that have stuck together. So there you go, it's all refreshed and it looks okay for day 4 hair that's just been refreshed, right? I mean, I'd go out like it. I really hope you found this video helpful and that you found some tips and tricks on refreshing. Remember that I don't typically do this entire routine every day. I will take steps from it, so I'll probably do the glazing the water over my hair in the shower most days. Some days I'll add gel, some days I'll add cream. I like to add cream actually before I go to bed on my hair just so I can moisturise it overnight. There's a little tip for you there. Sometimes I'll do like a spot refresh on just some curls that need refreshing, normally on this side because this is my assy side. So don't feel that you need to do this entire routine. Just take what you need from it. Sometimes, literally, I'll just glaze water over the canopy of my hair, just get rid of some frizz. So yeah, it really is whatever your hair needs on any particular day. If you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button because I will be making more videos more regularly now. But yeah, I really hope you found it helpful and I will see you soon. Bye!